So we have built that infrastructure to acquire those data, to normalize it, to standardize it, to not only the transactional data, but as well all the market data.
And that's where I think ESG investors need to come up with their own hypothesis and a house view.
Finally, using large language models to not only have a quantitative view to ESG and the data and the factors, but also to layer that with a qualitative view.
That has led to the financial materiality side of sustainability reporting that is often now the front and center for most companies.
I'm very, very happy and congratulations to Asset for taking a nice topic, pulling together great speakers. And it's all, if it's there at the top of the mind, you will act on it. That's what matters. All the very best. Thank you so much.
It's very informative, especially for someone like myself, where we are managing monies for investors. It at least gives us a well thought of idea in terms of the landscape and what our peers are also thinking about in the same sector.
In this reality, sustainability is no longer optional. It is central to competitiveness.
So since 2017, 100% green lease. So we have insight in what they use for retrofitting, what are the do's and don'ts, and share data as well. So that one is very important.
And if you look at investments in a way where the savings from energy, for instance, could actually accrue to the asset value and accrue to the portfolio value, and that becomes immediately an investable case.
We approach this carbon transition plan through our net zero assessment framework.
For us, it's value adding because partly it's a fiduciary duty to actually use our shareholder rights on behalf of our clients.
Yeah, the summit today was a great confluence of minds, and I think it also brought together multiple individuals as well as companies from different points on the spectrum, in this case for real estate and ESG and sustainability. And I think the exchange was helpful because we could see how the upfront commitments as well as contributions from financial institutions would also lead towards certain investor behaviors, which ultimately leads towards the real estate market flourishing in the next few years, hopefully. So very happy to be here.
Last point to say here is when you take a lower return, you expect the outcomes to be much, much more superior on the development impact side.
The question is how to incentivize these individuals to look at blended finance transactions.
One, commercial capital needs a commercial return. That's non-negotiable. They need a commercial return.
The mechanism of this facility is to share the risk, the resource risk in the case of unsuccessful exploration.
Today's session was about ESG. ESG is a very topic that's close to the hearts of many corporates, and it means different things to different people. So getting that perspective from them always helps in bringing the agenda forward and how we become sustainable in our all individual lives. So very happy to be here, and thank you very much.
Very happy to be back. In fact, I was speaking on the very first Sustainability Summit when you all first started. And today we are talking about the 8th Summit. And this is really timely, and it is very important for a leading financial media like the Asset to drive the agenda. And today we are living in a very unsustainable world and really in a climate emergency. And we need all hands on deck, and we need financial sector, whether you are the borrower, the lender, and all come together to drive the agenda for a more sustainable future for everyone.